Spider-Man, probably? Hello everybody, and welcome back to another Heritage Moment. I'm still Claire, I'm still your host, and today I've got a new episode for you with some new content from our stained glass series, What's on the Wall. So today I'm going to talk to you about some of the more notable stained glass artists who have put numerous works in our church, their history, their pieces, and their signature. How do you sign stained glass? I guess you'll have to stick around and find out. First and foremost, I'll touch on the importance of learning about stained glass artists. A stained glass artist or company will exist for years or decades at a time, and like any other artist, will develop their own unique flair and style. In fact, once you've learned some of the more distinguishable features of each artist and company, you will begin to notice their work everywhere. So, for each artist and company, I will briefly discuss their history, then a couple of the features that make them easily distinguishable from other artists, and finally, I'll show you their signature. So, without further ado, born in 1837 in West Sussex, he was a child of a fairly political family, with a cousin in politics in Brighton and a grandfather acting as Lord Mayor of London. He studied at Pembroke College, Oxford, and due to a stutter that would not allow him to preach, he studied architecture under G.F. Bodley. These studies allowed him to develop an interest in stained glass, which he would ultimately pursue. In 1866, Charles created his own stained glass business in London, Kemp Studios, which remained open until 1934, long after his own death in 1907. Fun fact, of the 67 Kemp windows in Canada, the Anglican Cathedral of St. John the Baptist alone has 15 of them. Kemp Studios created over 4,000 windows in their time, and this is just one of them. You can see Kemp's fondness of grand and opulent designs through his use of tracery as a border design, and the use of bright, rich colors and dyes whenever possible, such as in Jesus' bright red robe and the shining gold halos surrounding people's heads. Also, Kemp had a distinct signature that he used in his work. In every window produced by the Kemp Company, a small sheaf of wheat is hidden somewhere in the design. Can you find one here? And don't worry if it's a little bit washed out, I'll attach another photo at the end of this so that you get your best look possible. That's it right there under the ox. Alright, that's Kemp Studios. Who's next? James Powell, a wine merchant in London, and his sons Arthur, Nathaniel, the Reverend James, and the Reverend John, as well as numerous children and non-familial hires, all had a hand in this company, which existed from 1834 to 1980. Often also known as the Whitefriars, this company excelled in a variety of glassworks, including stained glass, mosaics, and, surprisingly, artificial eyes. As you can see, Powell & Sons' work has much more of a Gothic feel in its use of muted colors and simpler designs. It also favors tableaus and scenes, and the faces convey a much wider range of emotion than the Kemp windows we've seen. The Whitefriars also had a signature which was, unsurprisingly, a friar. Can you see him here? There he is. That one is really hard to spot. Alright, that's all I've got for you today. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to tune in next time when we go on a deep dive into two of the church's most detailed windows, the Te Deum window and the tree of the church.